Welcome to Mahjong Central. My name is Michelle. I'm going to do some random pulls for Japanese style Mahjong. It's also called Riichi. Riichi is one of the scoring elements where when you are ready to win, you lock your hand in place so you can't change it, and then you put out a wager saying that you are going to win that hand. If you do win, you of course get your wager back and an extra scoring element. The name of that particular yaku is Riichi. The yaku are on this quick reference guide that I made. You can get other scoring guides out there, but this one's easy because it's all on one 8.5 by 11 sheet. And on the inside is the yaku table, so you have to have at least one yaku to win. Riichi is one of them. And then on the other side are all the scoring tables. So there's a link below the video to this. You can get a free version, PDF version from my website, or you can order this on a cover stock is what I print mine on. It's just a little sturdier so it won't get tattered when you play with it. So let's go ahead and do 6 random pulls, hopefully in 15 minutes. So I have 6 counters out just to help me keep track. I've got the Hanchan indicator. We're going to alternate between east and south rounds, and then I have dice. I'm going to roll the dice to see which seat wind I'm in, because those variables will affect my ability to score. So let's go ahead and see which seat wind we're in. If I'm just temporarily at 1, I rolled a 10. 10 is south, so I'm going to put up a 2 on the dice facing you. So it is east round, and I'm seated at seat 2 or south. My seat wind is south, it's east round. So if I get a pone, which is a 3 of a kind of either east or south, I'll get a yaku for that. And I believe that's just 1 han. A han is a scoring element. So let me just double check. I thought it was on here. It's not. The seat wind, a pone of seat wind, that's not on here. That's really weird. I thought, oh, there it is. Okay, I thought I was losing my mind. A pone of owner prevailing wind. It's called fanpai or yakuhai. Fanpai must be your own wind, and yakuhai is the prevailing wind or the wind of the round. On this scoring yaku table, at the top I have in regular font the name of the yaku, and then underneath in italics I have the Riichi name for that particular yaku. So you can see for the second one down here, pone of owner prevailing wind, fanpai / yakuhai. So that's what the name of that particular combination would be. So let's see what happens here. Let's go ahead and take 13 random tiles, because we are non-dealer. We only get 13 tiles, 4 from each side, 5 in the middle. That way you don't have to count all 13. Oh, and this is the first random pull. So let's see what we would do with this. All right. We don't have our seat wind. We have a north, so that's not going to help. I'd probably try for half flush, but I would hold the pair of 8s here for as long as possible and maybe go for all pone, which is all 3 of a kind. These 2 tiles here are isolated, so these are not helpful at all. So I'd throw these away first, then probably the 6 crack. Hopefully by then I'll be drawing more dots and honors. So that's what I would try to do. Half flush, potentially all pone if I got more pairs. And I would just have to wait and see with the drawing as far as whether or not that would occur. But here I could break up this pair. Instead of making a pone out of it, a 3 of a kind, I could break it up and make 2 chis out of that. And then unfortunately these 2 are isolated, so I'd really have to draw well in order to do a half flush. Okay, let's go on to the second random pull, south round, and we are in seat 8, which is north. Multiples of 4 is north. So again, we're non-dealers, so 13 random tiles. Okay, so this is not good either. I think we're kind of in a similar situation here. There's a 6, pair of 6s here. These are isolated. These are all isolated. So we're in the exact same situation as the other hand. I would try for a half flush, hold on to the pair of 6s in case I pair it up, and then I could switch to all pone. But these would all go away first. You know what? I completely forgot about Dora. Dora is a special tile. So for that first hand, we didn't have Dora. But this one, I drew just a random tile. That's the Dora indicator for the exercise. The next tile up in order is a special tile. If that is in your hand, you can get special Han for that. It will not count for your Yaku though. Your Yaku still has to be something on the Yaku table. The Dora tiles, those are not a Yaku. So those are just bonus points basically. So in this case, a red dragon, the dragon's progression is red, white, green, and then back to red. So this is white, so this means green dragon is Dora, which we don't have anyway. So no Dora. So this would be a for a half flush, I believe that is 2 Han. Let me just look at that real quick because I forgot. That's why I like my trusty quick reference here. So half flush is 2 Han. It's called Hanitsu. So that's what I would try to do here. Here's a potential chi. Here's a chi right there, but we could split that out and maybe get a pair in there or turn that into another chi. Who knows? But again, I would hold on to that 6 crack just to see what would happen. If I paired up, I could maybe switch to all pone. Okay, back to east round and our third random pull. Hopefully I'll remember Dora this time. So let's see what seat when we're in. I rolled a 12. 12 is a multiple of 4, so we're north. We're in a north seat. And it is east round. Let's pull Dora before I forget. So 3 bam is Dora. If I get a 3 bam in my hand and I make it work with whatever combination I pick, I could get an extra Han for that. We're non-dealer, so we get 13 tiles. No 3 bam, but we do have lots of honors. Look at all those honors. Winds and dragons. Pretty, pretty tiles. Okay, so you know what I would do? I would try for angels or 13 orphans. In this version, it's called 13 orphans. So I would hold on to the bams, I think, because I've got a pair here. I would hold on to that as long as possible, but I'd start by throwing these away and play 13 orphans. It's 1 of each of the winds and dragons, 1 of each of the 1s and 9s, and any tile paired. I have 8 tiles towards 13 orphans. Anytime I have 7 or more tiles towards 13 orphans, I go for it. If you never go for it, you'll never win it. Don't be afraid of these high-scoring hands. Go for it. I would play 13 orphans for sure. 5 discards away from 13 orphans. That's a Yakuman. A Yakuman is the highest scoring you can get. There's actually a double Yakuman, but, you know, technically that's a high score hand. Go for it. Okay, we're on to the next one. Let's see what seat win we're in. I rolled a 10. 10 is south, so I'm going to put up a 2. We're on south round. Ooh, nice. We got lots of BAMs. So, BAMs and honors. I'd go for a half flush here, totally. Oops, upside down. There. We only have 3 discards to clear to 1 suit in honors, which is a half flush, also called Hanitsu. So that's what I would play here. Oh, look, I forgot to get Dora. I pulled in east. The progression for wins is eat soup with nuts. East, south, west, north. So south is Dora, and we are in south seat. We don't have our own seat wind, unfortunately, so we won't get anything for that. But during the pick and discard phase of the game, if I happened onto a south, I'd keep it and try to pair up and then pwn it. So in this particular case, I would hope to pair up here so I could make a pwn out of at least one of these. This east is not going to bring any additional score. The dragons, though, would, so I would really hope to pair up one of those. Then I could do potential cheese in here. So this would be a potential chi. I could maybe pwn the 3 and then do a potential chi here. All I would need to do is pair up one of these dragons and draw something to use that 8, and I'd be good to go on this Hanitsu. Okay, we're back to east round. I rolled an 8, which is north. So we get 13 random tiles for this one. Okay. Oh, let's draw Dora. 5 dot is Dora. Oh my gosh, look. We've got 5 dots. Oh my gosh, I totally would have to use those. And we're on east round, we're north seat, so that south is not necessarily going to help really. But I think what I would do here, I think I would go for Pinfu on this one, because look at all these discards. If I were to try for a half flush, I'd have 6 discards. That's terrible. But in here I do have some potential cheese. There are 2 isolated tiles here, but this is a potential chi, this is a potential chi, that's isolated, this could be a pair, and this is a potential chi here. Now with Pinfu, you can have a valueless pair, and for me, because I'm seated in north seat and I'm at east round, this south has no value, so I can use that. So what I might do, if I draw well, I could split these out into 2 separate chis and maybe even be able to get rid of this 9 and try for all simples as well, because that would be another Yaku. Simples are 2 through 8. So if you get rid of all your terminals, you might be able to play all simples, which would be another Yaku. So I think that's what I would try to do. I'd go for Pinfu, all simples, leverage those Dora tiles, get rid of the 1 and 9. I'd have to draw really well to make this work though. And those would be concealed. Then I could even reach. If you are concealed and you do it in the right timing, you could even reach and potentially get another yaku out of that. Okay, last one, south round. And we are at seat 7, which is west. Let's draw Dora before I forget. 1 dot is Dora. South round, 1 dot is Dora. We're at west seat. So we're going to get 13 tiles. No Dora. But we do have a few honors. That's kind of nice, I guess. Lots of mixture though, look at that. That is a bummer. This is going to be a rough hand to play here because we have 3 honors. We do have a pair here. I'd probably try for Pinfu. Pinfu and Reach. We do have our seat wind though, west. I think what I would try to do, I would try to do half flush, hold the pair in case I pair it up, switch to all pone, get rid of these. Maybe I could even draw a 1 dot and use Dora, who knows. So yeah, this would be a long road to haul here. But if I paired up that west, I could get a yaku out of that. If I paired up either dragon or both, I could pone those and get a yaku. And then a half flush would be another yaku, I think, and two han. So that's what I would do here. Let me know what you think about random pulls for Reach. I think it's really great practice and it really helps you learn all the different yaku. And while you're playing the game, you got to turn on a dime sometimes. If somebody's going for a really quick win, you need to adjust your plan. If you know the yaku, you have a leg up, I think. You can really turn your hand on a dime and make quick tactical decisions and just switch your trajectory and win, hopefully. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click subscribe. Between now and the next set of random pulls for Japanese style, also known as Reach, may all your picks be keepers.